Well, there's still more scientific evidence that Facebook and other tech companies are hurting America and distorting our brains. A brand new study by psychologists at the University of Pennsylvania finds that Facebook, just Facebook, among many social media platforms, can substantially increase depression in people and loneliness, and these feelings go away when a person gets off Facebook. This should not surprise us. Just a year ago, early Facebook investor Sean Parker bragged that the company deliberately made the site as addictive as possible without caring at all about the harm it could inflict. Imagine if the tobacco chieftains admitted that. They'd be in prison, but they're walking free. Tom Kersting is the author of the book Disconnected: How to Reconnect Our Digitally Distracted Kids, and he joins us tonight. Tom, I'm not going to ask if you're surprised by this, because I know that you're not, because you wrote a whole book on it. What is the answer for parents of teens, of young people who are watching their kids slip away, become remote and sad because of overuse?
Well, the number one advice I give when I'm lecturing on this topic is everybody is we've turned into a keeping up with the Joneses sort of society where everybody seems to be doing what everybody else is doing. So, for example, the average age that kids are getting their first smartphone is 5th grade. And I can ask any parent.
That's the average?
That's the average. The average child is in 5th grade is getting a smartphone that has all the social media and everything else on it. And if we ask anybody that's listening, do we think that's a good idea as parents? They're going to say no, yet the majority of them are doing it anyway. And that's kind of a conformity sort of thing.
It is conformity. So maybe the first step is saying out loud what everybody suspects, which is this is destroying our society. It's making us dumb and sad.
It is. And as far as the depression component, all right, and I was happy to see a study come out, because they're always looking for a study. And sometimes we need to look at common sense when we look around and we see what's happening.
Yes.
You know, the fact that the suicide rate among teenagers has gone up 70% since 2006. And all of the research behind that, the research...
please restate that. 70% since 2006.
Since 2006.
Suicide rate among young people.
Among teenagers, yes. Has gone up 70%. And the researchers, although there's nothing to substantiate it yet, but the researchers are suggesting that that's because of social media. Because when you're on social media all the time, what are you craving? What are you looking? You're looking for feedback. You're looking to fill an internal sense of self from an external source. And self-esteem, joy, and happiness is an inside-out thing. It's never an outside-in thing. And that's where people are getting tangled up and they don't even realize it.
So the cigarette companies never killed that many teens, not even close, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it takes many years, right, to get sick from smoking. And yet they got hauled up and barbecued and basically federally regulated into near extinction because of the threat they posed to kids, but nobody's doing anything about this because why?
Well, again, it goes back to, there was a study that came out showing the dangers from the radiation from cell phones in California, all right? And when the Center of Disease Control came across a study that refused to release the findings, they had to go to state court in order to get the findings released. And we know what it's about. It's about big tech industry, all the money that's behind that, the lobbying, and everything that they're not thinking about the well-being of the human beings, they're thinking about their bottom line.
The people who should be raising alarm are so caught up hating Trump, it's like they're missing the story, which is this is wrecking our country. Tom, you've been a lonely voice on this subject.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You'll come back once again. Great to see you.
I would love to. Thank you, Tucker.